Today I'm right near the famous Santa Catalina Arch in Antigua, Guatemala, visiting a place I originally thought was just going to be another restaurant. But Guatelária turned out to be something much more interesting. I was fortunate enough to meet Antonio Durán, who oversees marketing and operations here, and he was nice enough to personally give me a tour and explain the story and philosophy behind Guatelária. The idea is actually pretty unique. They wanted to create a place where Guatemalans themselves could come and enjoy their traditional cuisine. The thinking is simple. Before trying to impress tourists, the food and experience should first be respected and enjoyed by locals. And once you start walking around, you realize this isn't just about food. Antonio showed me a wall filled with historical photographs of Guatemala. They're here to help visitors understand just how diverse, complicated, and beautiful Guatemalan culture really is. There are displays exploring the roots of the Maya and Guatemala's original peoples, the arrival and influence of the Spanish, and the cultural fusion that developed over generations. And then Antonio showed me something I really wasn't expecting. The recipes, some of the traditional recipes are actually displayed here, and they're not simply museum pieces. These are recipes connected to the food being prepared and served in the restaurant. That's when I told Antonio that this almost feels like a walking, living museum, because you're not just reading about Guatemalan traditions, you're walking through them, looking at the photographs, learning about the history, seeing the recipes, and then actually tasting that history on your plate. And I think that's what makes Guatelária different. Food isn't treated simply as something to eat. It's a way of preserving tradition, passing down stories, and maintaining a sense of identity. Of course, they're also creative with the presentation. Preserving tradition doesn't mean everything has to remain frozen in the past. It's about respecting where the food came from while finding ways to introduce it to another generation. And there was one more surprise on Antonio's tour. We actually entered the restaurant through the kitchen, so I got to go behind the scenes and see where these traditional recipes are being brought back to life. That's one of my favorite things about traveling. Sometimes you walk into a place expecting a meal and somebody takes the time to show you the story behind it. That's exactly what Antonio did for me here. Guatelária isn't simply serving Guatemalan food, it's using food, photographs, recipes, and history to tell a much bigger story about Guatemala itself. So if you're walking through Antigua and happen to pass Guatelária, come hungry, but also come curious. Because this is one restaurant where you can see Guatemala's history, learn about its traditions, and then taste them.
And here we have on display some of the recipes that we use.
Wow.
And these are the recipes that we serve in the restaurant.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's really
So-
deep.
It's the only way to show tradition,
Yeah.
to see your identity, and to talk in an unbiased way of Guatemalan culture, even though we're very creative in the way we do it, like our dish here.
Oh, wow. This is like a walking, living museum.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
that little detail that you from America will enjoy, we get to the restaurant through the kitchen.